to the contrary to popular belief, Jacob was having babies with their women.
Yeah.
The Moors was popping Edomite women.
Yeah.
And Esau had to set up laws to prevent that.
They set up laws here in America where Gadite and Judah couldn't marry Edomite women, because you had Edomite women that would rather be with a slave Jake, a slave, knowing their kids would be born into slavery, than to be with a filthy old raggedy ass Edomite.
And that started happening again. We was talking about that. That's coming back now.
That's that cut.
Yeah.
That's cut.
Yep.
Cut gold, man.
Well, Chick Marine George, this is Edomite.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, man.
It's happening again today, man.
We always mingled among the nations, man, even in captivity. Hey, when during the time of Ezra and Nehemiah, what was they getting on Jacob about? What was the main sin that he had to cuss them out for? They were taking their daughters and marrying their daughters. And having children.
And taking on their kids.
Yeah.
From
vice versa.
Yep. From the ones that they had previous to them.
Yeah. So that means that even in captivity, we were still marrying with the other nations.
We're Hebrew Israelites also. But we don't always have the same doctrine. I'm not sure which they are, if we have exactly the same understanding of the book.
Okay.
So,
well, they was over there Saturday from 8 to 12, and I was just told them
but as far as being a Hebrew Israelite, we are also Hebrew Israelites. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Sound good. All right. Sound good, bro.
Take it easy, bro.
Yeah, you gave me an address, but I want to come to the temple and see what,
This is where we at.
Yeah. This where you at?
Yeah, right here every Sunday.
On Sundays at what time?
2:30.
2:30 to what?
2:30 till around 6 o'clock.
I'll be back to see y'all.
All right, take care.
Thank y'all, bro.
All right, now. Go ahead.
The 2 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man...
Yeah, to look upon a man is to look into his spirit, man. You can't look at the outward, you don't know nothing about it. Hey, whether he a Jake or not, you can look in a man's eye and see that dude wicked, man. That dude's got demons on him. So that's where you really make the judgment of a man at. When you look into his inner side, to the inner man that's in there. You discern his spirit. Because it's too difficult to discern the flesh. Because our people, like you said, are scattered and mingled amongst other nations. You can't go strictly by that.
Yeah, I mean...
That's low level for you other camps that's going strictly on the outward or what a man calls himself.
Yeah,
without knowing the spirit of a man.
That's why Romans 8:16 for the spirit bear witness with our spirit. So if whoever identifies with this book and the spirit is actually on them, that they can actually receive the understanding, the mysteries, the deep things of the spirit. If they can receive all these things, the Lord's not going to give that which is holy unto a dog. So by default, if you can grasp and receive this truth, that's because you're an Israelite. Regardless of what you look like.
Hey, Great Millstone has a bunch of weedy jakes, as we call them. Weedies. Basically, they're really weeds and not
We got
tails.
Nigerian brothers that look straight up like Hamites that are clearly jakes.
Pushing his word, bro.
And on fire for this thing.
You got brothers that look like straight Edomites.
Straight brothers that look like Edomites.
Pushing this thing out. But mingling amongst other brothers that may have the look that you go by, right in the same spirit, man, like brothers of the same womb, man. Locked into the same spirit. So you can't say that, man. And I vibe more with one of those brothers that believed in a brother than my natural brothers if I had a brother that didn't believe.
The brother Zayab from Memphis, hey, that brother, that's the cool ass brother right there. And he constantly push, man. He constantly in the spirit, man. Pushing hard. Harder than you black only Israelite niggas.
Yep.
And that's for sure.
Yep.
This 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Yeah, you got to be at a higher level to start discerning men's spirits, man. Okay? it becomes easy to see the confusion of face, Jake, versus a straight Edomite, man. But there's habits and there's clues that you should be able to pick up with. But the spirit has to be dealing with you, which will put you in tune to look for those type of things. That's all I do when I walk around is pick out, is just try to discern spirits, whether they're good or bad, if they're Jake or not, you know? That's just a fun thing that I like to do. I'll ask certain little questions and see their response. Oh, that's a Edomite. Motherfucker went straight to killing. This is like robbing and killing, it's something wicked.
Like the Jake one was on the strip.
Yeah, right.
The white Jake that was dancing.
Oh, yeah. That was it.
I got some. 1 Samuel 16:6. And it came to pass when they were come that he looked on Eliab and said, Surely the Lord's anointed is before him. But the Lord said unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth.
Right.
For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh upon the heart.
You look for the spiritual eye, man. It's a difference.
You're looking at the outer shell. All Israel is black. It's just black.
Hey, the real Israelites don't even call themselves black. What's wrong with you, man?
Matter of fact, nigga, are you gonna go over to the East Indians and say they black too?
They dark.
Why you don't call them black?
They dark.
The Aboriginals are the Aborigines of Australia. Why you don't call them black?
Or Ishmaelites.
Mongolians in China.
Yeah, the Mongols, the Siberians, them motherfuckers are super dark, man.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, man.
Shit, majority of the people on the earth was dark.
Except Esau.
You know? Everybody was a derivative of brown, but this damn white man.
And you always had different complexions of brown. Everybody wasn't super dark.
Like how many times the apostles got to say it, man? Not every Israelite gonna look like Richard Roundtree, man.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Michael Clark Duncan and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta have the Zach Levine's in there too, man. Blake Griffin's.
Blake Griffin's son.
Yeah. Sirach 11 and verse 2, it says, Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance.
Yeah. But that's what they're doing. They're detesting fellow believers. You know, because some of them other Israelite groups really are against it. Y'all letting Edomites into y'all camps. What?
And then some Israelite groups say Edomites can make it.
Yeah, but then, where's that outrage at though?
Yeah.
You know? But the so-called Edomites that you're trying to point that we have in ours, they're pushing in the same fervent spirit that the known Jakes, that you don't confuse Jakes, pushing that spirit out, fervently, man, diligently, you know.
Another one. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 7. Do you look on the things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Hamashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Hamashiach, even so are we Hamashiachs.
Right. Yep, it's the same people. Hey, that's Paul's whole ministry began to be all about that. Where's the one? Was that Peter? Yeah, it was Peter. When he went to the house and was like, who he looking around like, who is this? Man, they're believers, man. You know? But wasn't that Peter? I think that was in Acts. After the dream went down, they went into the house, and he was there. He was there in the house. And there was
talking about the Cornelius?
Cornelius.
He encountered Cornelius?
Right. But it was after that, when he was in the house. We talking about when he was in the house, and he was looking like they had some believers that he was going to teach in his house. But he was looking like, wait, these are some heathens. He's like, no, these are Gentiles or something. I forgot how it worked. You know what that account is at?
I think that's in Acts.
Acts, right?
Acts 10 or 11.
It might be at the end of 11. You got it out.
It's John 7 and 24. This John 7 and 24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Yeah. Judge right, man. Hey, I'll be quick to tell. I'll be quick to call my own people a heathen.
Yeah.
Just based on how they behave, man. You see these blunt smoking ass tatted up tattoos on their face, you know, pants sagging, you know, ripped up pants, you know, just wilding the fuck out. Man, that's a heathen, man. That's a black devil, man.
You ask them something to do something righteous to switch over from doing wicked to righteous, they'll look at you like they ready to kill you for making them stop doing something that they enjoy doing, like it's part of their culture.
Our people down there in the Amazon rainforest, man, with bones in their nose, they heathens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you're doing what the other nations are doing, that's the Lord sees you as such.
That's right.
You know, you're a Gentile, man. You're doing what like was that 1 Corinthians 12? You were Gentiles carried away into these dumb idols, even as you were led. You know, worshiping idols, that makes you a Gentile, man. And you're in a Gentile state of mind. You're not worshiping the Creator, you worshiping the creation.
Yep.
That's Gentile behavior, man. Our people in the Sunday sun worshiping church, hey, they don't even realize they're being Gentiles and following after another God, another deity, man. We ain't following the God of the Bible. You know?
This might be right here.
What?
You got something? Okay, I think this is it right here. Yeah, this is Acts 10. I'm going to start at 33. It says, immediately, therefore, I sent to thee, and thou hast well done, that thou art come. Now, therefore, are we all here present before the Most High, to hear all things that are commanded thee of the Most High. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive the Most High is no respecter of persons, but in every nation he that feareth him and worketh righteousness is accepted with him. But those are Israelites that are accepted,
among
that are
the
amongst
nations.
those. Yeah, that are among the nations. Because not everybody that's an Israelite is only know that they're Israelites. They're also scattered in these other nations. But if they believe upon the word as the scripture have said, not just because of the doctrines of the world or the doctrines of America or the doctrines of Christianity or whatever, does that make them an Israelite? But believing in the proper spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Heavenly Father, and His only begotten Son, is how you know that they're Israelites.
They can't, because ain't no Edomite going to be able to read the scriptures as saying, oh yeah, all Edomites are going, when they read Isaiah the 63rd chapter, how Yahweh Shai going to come back with dyed garments from Basra, man. They ain't going to be able to stomach it. And Esau's not going to be able to obtain the word, man, because it wasn't written for them, you know? It was only given unto the children of Israel.
It's a little bit more. It says that the word of the Most High sent unto the children of Israel, preaching peace by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He is Lord of all. That word I say, you know, which was published throughout all Judea and began from Galilee after the baptism when John preached how the Most High anointed Yahweh Shai of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed of him, oppressed of the devil, for the Most High was with him. And we are witnesses of all things which he did both in the land of the Jews and in Jerusalem, whom they slew and hanged on a tree. Him the Most High raised up the third day and showed him openly, not to all the people, but unto witnesses chosen before of the Most High. But isn't that chosen before talking about Israelites? Before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee and chose you and sanctified thee to be a prophet among the nations. He was talking about the Israelites right there. When you go into Romans, the first chapter, to all that be in Rome, called to be saints.
Beloved of the Most High, called to be saints.
That's right. Israelites, man, the same people, but they're scattered amongst the other nations, still looking like the other nations. But their spirit still connects to the Most High. Like, I have to say this sometimes. There's some that scattered of our people that are Israelites that are of the 2/3, and they're just not going to make it. Okay? Don't think that only a few scattered Israelites that come into this thing are the only ones that are out there. There's a bunch mingled among the other nations. But they may not be called to be the prophets or the saints. yet.
Hey, you think about it though, Jake is among the nations in Babylon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because all the nations are here.
Yep.
All the 12 tribes is here.
They're all here. Now Jake is marrying the
China
Oriental
man, bro.
woman. He's marrying the Japhetic woman.
The
He's
Hamite
marrying
woman.
the Hamite woman. And he gets into all their cultures and philosophies.
Yep.
So they become Gentiles, man.
Yep.
Jake is heavy in the
I had a
Muslim,
scripture that goes with that.
Islam here.
I'll bring it up. This is 1 Esdras chapter 8 and verse 68. Now when these things were done, the rulers came up to me and said, the nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and the Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land,
Yep. We were told to do that. That's
No.
in the law.
nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
There it is right there. The holy seed is mixed with the people of those lands. Okay?
That's plain.
Yeah.
That's what they was doing, man. And Israel was doing that even under the power of the Persians.
Yep.
Jake wasn't in power during the time this was going on.
Right.
The Persians was in power. So you can't say just because we were in captivity, that means that we only just married amongst each other,
Right.
you know? Or had just children with just nah, man. Look at this, we're still in captivity, but look at how many interracial relationships and marriages that you see here, man.
And this one, yeah.
You try to go and figure out each and every Israelite out there, you're gonna have a hard time, man.
Hey, they just barely, like slavery wasn't that long ago compared to all the thousands of other captivities.
Yeah.
That was so long ago. You know, this is less than 100. This is well, how long? This ain't even been 100 years since it was still full-time slavery going on here.
Man.
It's just around the corner.
You know how many Israelites that mark other ethnicities
Right.
on the applications, man?
Right.
They don't even put, because they don't know who they are.
Yeah.
You know, it's Jakes that look like Edomites that put white, and their seed don't go back to Edom.
And I know some, like I grew up with a couple.
A lot of the northern tribes do that a lot here.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
white.
yeah.
Ephraim, they do that all the time. Issachar.
I just brought this account out. I was talking to this Gadite up in Maine, and we were doing signatures or whatever, and we're registering to vote and all this other stuff or whatever was going on. And he said, a lot of us in our birth records didn't put the native blood that we had. We only marked the white blood that we had, because if they saw that you were native, they would go out there and kill your whole family. If you were in the census was marked native, they would go out there and kill you. He looked like a white man, but his facial structure was kind of like a Gadite, but his hair was long and black all the way down to his damn knees, and he was wearing a cowboy hat. I'm like, hey man, I just gotta say, I don't think you're white. It's funny, 'cause I'm not. He admitted it right there. I'm not. He was way cooler than all the other Edomites who was around over there. Chit Chat and broke that down to me. You'd be killed for claiming you were native or basically a Jake when you look white. They wipe you out the same way.
You got something else?
I have something else. It's Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10.
Yep.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
Hey, and that's a dead giveaway, because Esau always perpetuated the false narrative that we're the minority, but it's because he likes to classify different people based off of labels that he likes to use.
Yeah.
Different identities that he
It's witchcraft.
put upon people.
It's witchcraft. It's a form of witchcraft to do that.
Black, you're white, you're Asian, you're this.
I got something right here.
Yeah.
It says this is a thing for an application thing. I ain't gonna say what it's for, but it says American Indian or Alaskan Native, mark 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Asian or Pacific Islander, black.
All kinds of
Which
shit.
they're not even all
Yeah, he mixing all
everybody
kinds
on
of
the Pacific Islands are not the same.
Here's the catch right here.
Yeah.
White includes Caucasian, Mexican, Latin, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Central, South American,
Yeah, all the
and
places
other
that he colonized.
and other Spanish cultures or origin regardless of race.
I've seen them since.
And then they put unknown at the last one.
No, those are just all the lands that he colonized.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean just because you're from those regions, you're white.
Right. But he'd rather heap that onto himself. Though. He heap that culture onto himself.
And he can use that to identify himself among any of those number of people.
Yeah.
Because that's how he likes to hide himself. He likes to disguise himself because he's that wanderer. He's that serpent. He's Cain. Running from his real identity, which is Esau Edom.
It's funny because I met
I'm the Indian.
I met this Edomite lady. This lady was a Khazar or whatever. Hair down, blonde hair down to her goddamn ankles. She said, if you keep messing to her daughter, her mother, she had a baby with a Benjamite, and they had a daughter or whatever. She said, you keep messing with me like this, I'm gonna disappear into Mexico. And then she broke off into Spanish. I thought she was a Hispanic. That's how cold. But she said, I can disappear. She meant that like a disguise. I can dye my hair and disappear. You'll never find me. Once I cross that border, it's over. I'm gone. And her daughter looked at her like, damn, I don't know Spanish like that. You know? Basically showing that's in their spirit to be able to disguise themselves amongst the other nations.
Yeah, like the Spaniards, the ones that you know off top. I mean, them is straight Edomite. They just speak Spanish. They already have a wealthy, healthy families, and they look down upon the others. You know, the darker tone Hispanics. They look down upon them like those are not. You know, those are. You know, they look down upon them. They don't share their wealth with them or nothing.
They got the same paper bag, like the
same,
Negroes have. They have that same dividing color thing.
Hey, in Mexico, there's a lot of racism towards like darker people like us. You know, like and you can see it in everyday shows. Like Hispanics love those fucking novelas and shit.
Man,
They use all they use is fucking Edomites, dude.
yeah.
You know, like those straight up Spanish motherfuckers.
Bro,
You know?
you watch those Spanish shows, like I mean even the commercials, it's Edomite shit in the commercials. Like damn, like y'all got your own network, can y'all at least put your own people in the shit?
They hate our people.
It's because they Edomites.
Yeah.
It's the same, bro. They even have the dark versus the light. Just like light skinned Jake, dark skinned Jake had that tension. Like in the movie School Days, they show that tension like that.
Jigaboos.
It's the same with the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, but some of them light-skinned ones, that goes back to our people. They think that they're
Better.
They think that they're better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they blend in. They get.
blend in.
They're accepted by whites. You know?
I was sure reading.
You gonna tell us we're not on the same
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
When all the tribes are being called out through this truth, through the knowledge, and all the tribes are being assembled back to Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Yahweh Shai gathered all the tribes through his ministry, through the gospel, man. You know?
Hey, Khan, the scripture says that his name is dreadful among the heathen. Hey, ain't no heathen gonna be up here proclaiming the name of the Lord, man.
The heathen is living too nice right now in this society. They may not be up there with the Edomites, but they're living really nice to want to give that up and take upon these curses of the Jake, man.
Yeah, they can't go to Deuteronomy 28 and say, yeah, this fits us.
Right.
Oh, motherfucker, you live in Summerlin, Beverly Hills, you know?
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah. You're not, and no matter what, you're not gonna want to walk away from living in Summerlin to catch these the curses, and now you living in poverty. You're not gonna give that up.
You're not gonna trade places. You're not gonna live.
Right.
You're not gonna leave from one of those mansions over there in Summerlin and then go live on the east side, man.
Right.
You're not gonna do that.
Not that makes you a Jake or not because of where you live, but simply saying that impoverished state, you making it in this society, you still under curses. If you a Jake, you're not. If you're not a Jake, then you're not dealing with the same shit. You just have the opportunity to just prosper. Now the shit get hard, yeah.
The brother read it.
Yeah, shit's hard. You still gotta work for it, but you're not in trouble like other men. You don't have to deal with the shit that Jake gotta deal with.
Hey, these heathen, they come over here and they get scholarships.
Yeah.
They get everything, man, too.
Grants and shit.
You know? Hey, we come over here, fuck, right away we're persecuted.
Yeah.
You know?
They got special programs for heathens to come over here to get jobs. They give them jobs, give them a car and a spot to stay. They set heathens up for success over here.
Yeah. Keep that dream. And it's almost like dangling the carrot right in front of our people too.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they can do it. How come you can't do it?
Hey, you go to all the you go to the hospitals and the urologists and all these different all the motherfuckers, chiropractors, they're all heathens. All
heathens.
Yep. All heathens, man. Ishmael, Elam.
A Jake is like so rare.
Moab.
Like Jake is rare. You'll find a Jake every blue moon, but man, it's hard. It's hard to see Jake in that. You might find a Jake woman.
Yeah, a black woman. She doing all right here.
Yeah, she might be there. You might find one.
Partner up with her partner in crime. She's doing all right. You see her every now and then. You know, sitting behind a computer at the desk and shit.
Yeah.
For the most part, though, that shows you that in that one Tyler Perry movie, The Family That Prays.
Yeah.
Jake struggling like a motherfucker, but his wife, she got a good ass job, and she's sucking off Esau, sucking off the son of the woman that owned the company. You know? Yeah, man. You know? But that's it. I got nothing else. All right, so with that, we're gonna close. We're gonna say Kohalo Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
And we want to say the elder apostles of the great millstone, peace and blessings to the elect. We're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.